Okay, so to get our roof started, we're going into the ceiling floor plan. And what's very useful when you do roof plans like this is to come over to your properties here and under the underlay is to have the ground level plan in there. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put the ground finish floor level plan in there and apply. Now, what that does is that it gives us, it visually shows us the walls in underneath without allowing me to go in and edit them. But so that's particularly handy in that one. So let's go into our roof, and we're into a roof footprint, and let's go over and see what we've got here. So I'm going to pick this warm timber insulation over, and I'm going to go into its properties here, and we need to check and see what the buildup of this roof is. So this one has a standing seam on felt on timber, which are our battens, and then there's the rafter there, and there's the plasterboard. So um, it's not what I want, but it's close enough. So I'm going to duplicate this, and I am going to call this slate. Slate pitched roof, and I'll come down here and I'll change a couple of the notes here. Okay. And I'm going to go into the properties here. Right. So let's first of all swap out the standing seam for a selected slate. And here are the properties of that one. So the slate is directly above it. I want to get a surface pattern onto my slate. So I'm going into none and I'm going to pick into model. And interesting enough, it is the model I want. No, cancel, sorry. Let's try that one again. And we're into the drafting view here. And what gives us a good representation actually it was the drafting view of slates is this is the blockwork pattern, believe it or not. Okay, so let's take this 225 by 450 and go okay. And as you know, I like my graphic patterns to be kind of gray and in the background. So that's a light gray and that's a dark gray that this is going to come up with. All right. Now let's make that 6 mil for starters. So it's going to go on felt, and it's not really felt. It's a membrane, but I'm just going to leave that there for the moment. Yeah, it's going to go on a timber batten, so I'm leaving a zone of 25 for that. And here is the zone of our rafters. Now, on the preview, you can see the slate, the zone for the timber battens, and here's the zone for for the rafters. I'm going to make this 175. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and I don't need plasterboard because we are going to put in a ceiling, so we're not going to be looking at the underside of the roof there at all. Okay, now all of that is done and completed. I'll go okay and okay, and I'm ready to go. So I'm going to use my pick wall command here, and when I hit the pick wall command, that's the point where you'll go over and put in the overhang. Now we'll see how smart Revit is in terms of being able to put our sketch lines in. So I hit escape, escape. This one is because we've got gable walls here. So I'm going to knock off define slope, and I'm going to take this one and knock off define slope. Now that will give us an 8-pitched roof. I want to check the angle here because I want this to be a 45 degree and a 45 degree. So by just clicking into the temporary marker there, it allows me to change that. Now I'm going to finish that. I'm going to go, okay, so I've got the basis of my roof there. You can see we've got a hole in the roof. How do we fix that? Well, that's our view range over here. So we're going to adjust our view range and just put it beyond the cut line here. So this will be 6. And OK, and let's take a quick look at that in 3D, and that is the basis of our roof sitting there. Okay, we'll continue on.